record button. Awesome. Thank you guys, everyone, so much for being on tonight. I am so freaking pumped to hang out with all of you tonight. So this is you still can't hear us, Heidi? That sucks. I have no idea what to do. Try hopping out and hopping back in. Maybe that will solve the problem. I don't know. So if you are Heidi's coach, if you could maybe try helping her out, that would be awesome. Because you know how ADD I am and I can't watch a chat box and speak. I will get lost and I will have no idea who I am or where I am. So thank you everyone so much for hopping on tonight. This is my very first ever call for my clients. And then obviously, as some of you have noticed, we have some guests on here as well. Some of my clients did some really awesome rank advances at the end of the month and earned some of their inner circles to join us. So welcome to everyone. If you're my client, obviously you know who I am. Hopefully, if you're not my client, my name's Josh Coates. Maybe you know who I am. Maybe you don't. So I'm on the John Maxwell team, and I do basically leadership coaching with probably your upline, I'm assuming, if you're on here tonight. And basically, I invited everyone for this call tonight because I know it's December. And I know that some of you just got done kicking some freaking butt for the last couple of weeks and did some crazy stuff. Mare went without sleep for like 3 weeks. Some of you pulled off some really freaking awesome stuff. And I just want to say congrats to all of you. I want to say how proud I am of all of you. And for those that didn't pull off crazy stuff, guess what? I'm still freaking proud of you because I know how hard all of you have been working and how much value you've been adding to people and how much you care about your teams. I have to something so incredible about every single one of you that I love is your heart and your passion for your teams. And I just absolutely love working with every single one of you. Some of you who aren't my clients have been in my 4-week trainings. Which has been just so cool just to get to know like the whole, I don't know. I just feel like we're a whole family, which is really rad to me. So I just want to continue adding value to all of you and to your teams because your teams are important to me too. I see every single one of my clients. I see your team as my family. Probably not as much as you do, I know, but I still see them as like my extended family as well. So thanks for being on tonight. We're going to talk about protecting your momentum. So when I first signed up for the John Maxwell team, it's been almost 2 years now, which is really crazy to think about. On one of my very first calls, I heard this phrase that I would never forget. I swear I'll never forget it. He said this: protect your momentum at all costs. And I believe it was Ed DaCosta who said that, who is the one that gives us our sales training. Protect your momentum at all costs, because there is nothing in your business more valuable than momentum. And John Maxwell talks about in the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, most of you have read this, the law of the Big Moat. When momentum is on your, that's right, the Big Moat. When momentum is on your side, nothing can go wrong. Even when big things go wrong, it really feels like something little. But when momentum is not on your side, even the littlest of things seem huge, right? When you are having a crappy day, talking like the kids threw up on you, maybe you were late for work, got yelled at by the boss, got a call from your spouse saying that his car broke down on the side of the road and you're going to have to max out the credit card to fix it. And you come home and you step on one of your kids' Legos. That is the worst. That freaking Lego, I swear, like when you've had that bad of a day and then on top of that, you step, and it's always barefoot. You never step on a Lego. I've never once stepped on one of my kids' Legos with my shoes on. I swear, never. Only step on Legos when my shoes are off, my socks are off, barefooted, right on the Lego, just like that scene in Home Alone where the dude comes like stepping in through the window and his foot just like smashes on all those like Christmas ornaments. Maybe no one else on here is old enough to know what Home Alone is. Sorry. And when that little stupid Lego just pisses you off so bad, You like punch a hole. Maybe you guys don't punch a hole in the wall, but whatever it is you do. But on the best day in the world, when maybe you just rank advance and maybe you just hit like the biggest goal ever and everyone on your team is excited and everyone is like passionate and going crazy and running all, you could step on that Lego and it kind of pisses you off, but it's like you just pick up the Lego and just like throw it and you're just like, I don't even freaking care because I'm having the best day of my life, right? That's the difference between having momentum and not having momentum. But tonight I want to talk to you about protecting that momentum at all costs. Because momentum is something that can be here today and gone tomorrow if you don't protect it. So think about a train. If a train is going at full speed, it can literally go straight through a house, not even a big deal, right? But a train that is sitting still, you can literally take like a small wooden block and put it in front of the wheel and it'll keep the train from rolling away, right? That's the power of momentum. When you have momentum on your side, you have to fight to keep it. Because if you don't keep momentum on your side, even the tiniest little wooden block can keep you standing still. That stupid little Lego can ruin your day and keep you from doing your power hour that day because that stupid little Lego, right? So I want to talk to you about a few momentum killers, and then I want to talk to you about a few momentum protectors. Because, I think someone just accidentally unmuted themselves, because in November, let's see, I'm trying to figure out who that is. Oh, there we go, I got him. Because in November, how many of you heard 1,000 excuses from people that you tried to Anybody? Sorry, I think someone's unmuted and it's echoing me bad. I apologize, guys. Where are you? Did they catch themselves? Okay, good. We got a lot of people, so if you catch someone unmuting themselves, try to help me out here. So, what was I talking about? Momentum, good stuff, bad stuff, awesome stuff. We're gonna have lots of momentum. Thanksgiving, November was so freaking hard, right? But some of you pushed through anyways. And some of you found a way to just move forward. Now, not everyone had incredible results, and that's okay. It's not about the results. It's about the effort that you put in to continue building. Because November was really hard for some people. For some people, even though it was hard, you came up with these incredible results that were crazy. And so for some of you, there's like two different things going on with people on this call tonight. Some of you just had a really disappointing month because you didn't hit the goals that you wanted to hit. And you're very tempted to just go, you know what? Screw this year. Let's let this year go away. January, I'll pick back up. Some of you hit some really big goals. And you're going, dude, I just hit the biggest goal ever. I worked so hard for that. I'm just going to chill out in December and just ride out this momentum. Those are the two most dangerous things you can do. One, to be so disappointed in the results you didn't get that you stop pushing and stop moving forward. Or two, that you just got such incredible results that you think it's chill time. There's never, ever, ever such thing as chill time. That's what vacation's for, right? That's what Christmas Day is for. But Christmas Day is only one day, guys. Christmas Eve is 2 days. So many people think they need this big break in December because it's so busy and there's so many things going on. And you know what? Maybe there are a few more extra things going on, but when is life not busy? I've only talked to like one person ever that was like, Josh, my biggest struggle in my business is I just have too much time. One person ever. You know what everyone else says? There's just not enough time in the day. My life is busy. I've got so many things going on. Even for those of you that work full-time, most of you work full-time doing Beachbody because you have such a huge team that you've got hundreds of people that you're trying to keep up with. You got a handful of people that you're trying to mentor, and you've got your own business that you're trying to work. There is never enough freaking time in a day to do everything we want to do. Life is never going to calm down. Guess what happens in January? There's something going on in January. February, there's Valentine's Day. December does not mean chill out and do Mardi Gras. Exactly. December does not mean chill out and just ride it out and just hope that January gets here soon. And for some of you, you heard me on the Team Fit Rev or maybe the Team Empower call talking about how if we don't embrace December, January will come and be the biggest month ever. Yes, exactly, Lauren. December is the new January. Freaking love that. January will come around and everyone in the world is going to go to Planet Fitness and they're going to sign up for that $10 contract and get free pizza on Monday nights. And some of you think that's a joke. It really isn't. I actually went to Planet Fitness with a buddy on a Monday night in January and they were serving free pizza. Now, let me ask you this. How many people's lives are going to get changed going to the gym and eating pizza? I love pizza too, Lauren, but just not at the gym. How many people's lives are going to, I know everyone's just like, I just lost everyone when I said pizza. I'm sorry, guys. Worst word ever to use on a call with a bunch of people who are trying to stick to like the fixate meal plan, right? Pizza, and everyone goes bananas. And then I said another word, bananas. And now, man, everyone's so hungry now. Jeez. But how many lives are going to get changed at Planet Fitness? Maybe 1 out of 100, right? Pregnant girl's hungry now. Now I'm really getting distracted. I have to stop looking down there, Josh. Stop it. So we have to embrace, I know I'm trying, Jenny. We have to embrace, it's Periscope has done this to me, stupid Periscope. We have to embrace the season that we're in. And if it seems like a rough season and it seems like a tough season, all the more reason to push forward, okay? So here's some momentum killers. I'm going to stop looking down there, I swear. Number 1 is being content. Once again, some of you just hit really big goals. How many of you on this call are someone who just hit diamond in this last couple of weeks? Raise your hand if you just hit diamond. I know there's 3 or 4 of you. Where are you at? I have to scroll through all these pages. So awesome, guys. Congrats on doing that. So proud of you guys. So here's what I found with people in this company that hit diamond. They get to diamond and they go, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. And then they turn their computer off for like 3 months because they think diamond is some magical land where everything happens perfectly. And now all of a sudden they don't have to start new convos because everyone in the world comes to them. And now all of a sudden they don't have to work hard because they've got to diamond and money is just going to start raining in on them. How many of you, when you got to diamond, felt like you were the richest person on the planet when you got that first weekly paycheck as a diamond? As a diamond, it's like you got so used to those $30 checks and now you're like, boom, I got $100 check. But how many of you are living life by design on that $100 check? Now, if your design is going to Target and getting 3 new shirts, you're good. You're good for life. But if your design includes going shopping like Miss Brittany Powers does, you're going to need a lot more than $100 to support your shopping sprees at Target because the girl walks out with like 30 new workout tank tops. She gives away, a few of them, but I don't know if you'll ever see her wear the same tank top ever. So the thing is, diamond is not a resting place. Now, it is something to be very, very proud of. It is something to celebrate, and we want to celebrate with you. But more than that, we want to help you get to the next level. We want to help you keep moving on. We want to help you build your best life possible. Something that I heard someone say is that one of the reasons Super Bowl champions almost never, ever repeat themselves is because when they win the Super Bowl and they get that championship ring and they get that trophy and they have that parade and they just celebrate and they just embrace the moment and they think that the next year they can show up and just continue doing what they did the year before and win another ring. But the thing is, every time you want to go to another level, you have to be willing to put in just as much work and just as much effort as you put in to get to that first level. Just as much work as you put into getting to diamond is the same amount of work and effort you're going to have to put in to getting to the next level, which I think most of us would agree is 2-star diamond. Because that's when you get your bonus checks, baby. And that's when you've helped 2 other people get to diamond. So many people think they get to diamond and now we can coast. Now we can roll. Now we can chill. No, 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 no. Celebrate, pull out the bottle of champagne for one day, and then go back to work and let's push for 2-star. We can never, ever, ever be content with where we're at. Number 2, here's another momentum killer, is basing your success on a rank. So many times we're all bad at this, okay? All of us, myself included. I thought, if I could just be full-time, well, guess what? Then I got to full-time and realized I need bigger goals. I need more. This is not the destination. This is just a stop on the journey. Too many of us have taken one specific rank. And for some of you, that's diamond. For some of you, it's 2-star. For some of you, it's 5-star. For some of you, it's 10-star. For some of you, it's 5. Whatever that rank is. I'm not saying that ranks aren't important, because they are very important. They help us measure our success. But when we base everything on rank instead of an emotional connection, it becomes very easy to become lackadaisical. I don't even know if I said that word right. I might have just made up a word. Who knows? You guys know I make up words all the time, right? Everybody knows that. When you base everything on a rank, it's too easy to think that you've achieved success. The thing is, success isn't just something you achieve. It's something you live out every single day. My definition of success is when you grow inwardly enough that the outward starts to show. And that never stops. That is a constant, every single day journey to grow more and more and more and more on the inside. And I believe if you do that, the outside will continue to grow more and more and more. So I want you to ask yourself, don't get me wrong, and most of you know that I've talked to you about rank goals, and I'm totally okay with rank goals. But I want you to go a little bit deeper. I want you to go a little bit further and think, what is the thing? What do I want my life to look like? For some of you, you have a job that you want to quit. For some of you, you have a dream vacation you want to go on. For some of you, I know you have grandparents and parents that you want to take care of, that you want to retire, that you want to send on vacations, that you want to send on trips. The problem with ranks is they don't always equal the things that we really want in life. So you want to buy your dad a Corvette. Boom, I love that. If we use rank as our level of success, it will stunt our growth and it will hold us back from our true potential, because I don't think that Beachbody contains a rank that any of your success could be measured by. Every single one of you on this call has unlimited amount of success. And I love what Grant Cardone says. Success isn't something you go mining for. It's not a natural resource. It's something you create. There is never, ever, ever any lack of success. There's not a certain point where you like get there and you're like, well, that's all I can have. No, success is something you create. Every single day you wake up and you create more success. You create more life, more hope, more plans, and more goals. So don't ever allow a rank to be the end all. Once again, I want you to set rank goals, but have bigger goals that go way further beyond what any rank could ever hold. Does that make sense? So here's some momentum protectors. Number one, new goals. Always, 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 the second you achieve one goal, set a new one. If you just hit diamond, set a goal and a date for 2-star. If you just hit 2-star, set a goal and a date for 5-star. If you just hit 5-star, set a goal and a date for 10-star. If you're already at 10-star, set a goal and a date for 15-star. If you just hit 15-star, you better set a goal and a date for your second business center to go 5-star and then 10-star. You see what I'm saying? It never stops. Too many people hit one goal and then they just chill there. And they're like, all right, this is nice. And the example I like to give people is, because you guys know, technically I'm not a Beachbody coach, but I love Beachbody workouts, right? And so I've always been the skinny dude. I'm like 5'9", $148, $155 at my best when I was doing P90X a lot. But then I did T25 and gosh dang it, Sean T got me back down to 148. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm like skinny. Why would you do that to me, Sean T? T25, man. Burn too many calories. So then I did Body Beast. And I was like, here's the deal. I'm going to get one of those really cool after pictures like all my clients have. Because it's just something cool. It's just fun to have like a really cool before and after picture, right? Male problems. I know. You guys hate me. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance for my horrible stories. So my dream. So here's the thing. I went all in on Body Beast. I was like, I got 90 days to have the greatest transformation picture ever. And so I went all in for 90 days. And in 90 days, I put on 15 pounds of muscle. And I was so freaking stoked. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I got the exact transformation picture that I wanted. Here's the thing. About a month and a half down the road, I'm working out maybe 3 or 4 times a week at the best. Eating totally off point. And I'm like, why can I not get myself, I've never struggled to find motivation to work out. Like I'm one of those weird people that actually likes to work out. Why am I not working out more often? And then I realized when I was doing Body Beast, I was working every single day to get the best after picture I could possibly get. And I was laser focused on that goal. And I wasn't about to miss one single day of working out unless I was injured or throwing up because I didn't want a bad after pic, right? Well, here's the problem. When I ended Body Beast, I didn't set any new goals at all because I assumed that the same momentum that had got me those results would just magically continue to flow. And I would somehow just keep working, keep evolving, keep progressing, and keep getting better. But because I had no new goals set, there was no drive, there was no new energy, and I kind of just hung out. And I lost some of that muscle that I'd put on. But when I realized this, I said, crap, I'm losing momentum here because I did not set a new goal. But I was about a month and a half from traveling to Seattle to go to their Super Saturday. I was like, hey, you know what? I'm about to go to Seattle, hang out with a bunch of Beachbody coaches. That's pretty good reason to look good, right? So I said, that's my new goal. I'm going to look my absolute best for Seattle. So I set that goal, and guess what? It was like just like that. All of a sudden, I had the momentum and the drive I needed. Why? Because I had something to focus on. I had a goal to look toward. Too many people do not have a short-term goal. Now, some of you did this. In January, you set this big, huge freaking goal, right? Everyone does it. We all do it in January because that's the fun time to set goals, right? And we wrote it down maybe on a board in our office. We wrote it down on a piece of paper. We maybe even told like a couple of people that we really trusted. And then we just hung out for 7 months because there was no short-term goal. And then October came around and we were like, holy crap, I forgot about that goal that I set in January. Now I've only got I should have 3 months to make it happen, but because this is Beachbody and I have to hold for 6 weeks, I only have like 2.5 months to make this thing happen. Why is that? Because we didn't set short-term goals. We always have to have something in the near future to focus on. And I encourage you to set goals for a year out. I encourage you to set goals for 5 years out. I encourage you to dream big, but then always, always, always set a goal right in front of you. When I was building my business from scratch, I have a calendar. I still keep this lovely calendar with all my pen scribbles on it. That's just how I roll. I don't know. It's really unorganized, but I like it. And on every single week, I would go through and set a goal for how many clients I wanted to sign that week. I would set a big monthly goal. Okay, I want to add 10 new clients this month. And then I would go through each week and say, okay, if I'm going to sign 10, that means I need to have, let's see, I mean, speaking math, that would be like 2.5 per week. Well, I know if I go for 2.5 week, I'm going to come short. So I put a goal of 3 per week. And then I would decide, okay, if I want to land 3 new clients this week, I need to have this many consultations this week. And I would decide how many consultations I needed to have. And then I would say, okay, if I need to have that many consultations this week, I need to send out this many invites. Because I have found for every 10 people I invite, I get 1 new client. Most of you have found the same formula to be true with your invites for Beachbody. And I would literally break it down to a weekly goal. And then here's what I would do. Tuesday, I'd look at my schedule. I say, okay, I got 3 consultations today. If I'm going to hit my goal of 3 I need to sign at least 1 of those people today. And I would go in with that kind of an urgency, because here's the thing. I knew if I could spend an hour with that person and I could add more value to them than they would have ever expected, there's a pretty good chance they're going to want to sign on with me, right? And so having that urgency of, here's the deal, I'm going to sign 1 client today, gave me a new urgency about the way I treated that person, about how much support I gave them, about how much I cared about their goals, about how passionate I was to help that person. But some of you, you've got a monthly goal. I'm going to hit SC10 this month. So what do? You goof around for 25 days and go, oh crap, I said SC10 and it's like the 26th of the month. Dang it. So what do you got to do? If you want to hit SC20 this month, you better break it down to weekly goals and you better decide how many people you need to talk to. Now let's blow it up a little bit, okay? You say, I want to be 10-star by the end of next year. Okay, great. Where are you going to be at by Summit? Where are you going to be at by the cruise? See how if you break it down into small, simple goals like that, you start to have some urgency, right? For everyone that just hit and you're trying to hold on to something, you just hit your goal. Okay, what are you going to do in December? What are you going to do in December to keep that? And don't you tell me, well, I mean, I got there. It'll hold out for 6 weeks. Nothing holds out for 6 weeks. It's Christmas season. I bet you anything, every single person on this call is about to lose 10 or 15% of their HD orders. People are going to cancel because they're about to go Christmas shopping. Some of you maybe are about to lose 20 or 30%. And that's not a big deal. If you're motivated and driven and realize that and go, you know what? I'm about to lose 20% of my customers, so I'm going to add on 40% extra. Never, ever, ever depend on other people to accomplish your goals. You have the power to accomplish your goals. And I always say this. I always say this. I literally made this up like a week ago. By controlling what you can control, you will be able to control even the things you can't control. I'm going to say it again because it's kind of confusing. By controlling what you can control, you will be able to control even the things you cannot control. I couldn't control how many people didn't want to talk to me. But I knew that 9 out of 10 people wouldn't want to talk to me. And so I made a decision every single week to count on 90% of people saying no, which then allowed me to plan for talking to the right amount of people to make sure I could still hit my goals. Too many of you are depending on other people. Okay, I want to raise up 2 diamonds in the next 3 months. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find 2 people. If you want to come on now, really? You want to raise up 2 diamonds so you're going to mentor 2 people? When was the last time 100% of the people you mentored worked out? How many times have you been so intentional about mentoring someone, and then 2 weeks later, you're blocked from their Facebook and their Instagram, and apparently, like aliens have come and taken them because you have no idea where they're at? You can control even the things you can't control by controlling everything that you can control. Do you want to go 2-star in the next couple of months? You better find 4 or 5 people to mentor. And you better get really, really intentional about helping them reach their goals. Whatever their goals are. And I'm not here to try to push people to push other people to diamond, because it's not about pushing other people, okay? It's about helping other people reach their goals. So, anyone who wants to go 2-star in the next couple of months, find 5 people and you help them reach whatever goals they have in their life. If they tell you, man, I don't really care about money, I just love helping people. Cool. I'm going to help you help more people than you've ever helped before. At the end of the day, if we just help people reach their goals, I promise you it will always equal you reaching your goals. Zig Ziglar says you can have anything you want in life if you just help enough other people get what they want in life. So that was a little bit of a long description on how new goals can help you, but come on, you guys know me, right? So the next thing that I think is the most valuable point that I want to deliver tonight. A momentum protector. Understanding that success is your moral and ethical obligation. Success is your moral and ethical obligation. And if you're with me listening to the 10X rule right now, you've heard this said a few times. Here's why. Some people think that it's okay. How many times have we heard this? Well, I don't need much. I just need enough to pay my bills and be happy and be content. That's bullcrap. That is absolute bullcrap. How many of you on this call tonight have people on your team who cannot pay their bills? How many of you have people on your team who do not have confidence, who do not have a life by design? And you're going to sit here and tell me you only need enough for you to be happy? That is the most selfish thing I've ever heard in my life. And people use it as a cop-out and say they're being humble, but I call it false humility. False humility is when you try to act like, I'm just trying to do enough for me. I'm just trying to do enough to keep me happy. That's not humility. That's selfishness. I want to create so much success with my life that my parents have a better life, that my siblings have a better life, that my neighborhood has a better life, that my school that my kids go to have more things, that the church that I go to never has any need, that no one around me ever has a need in life. One of my biggest goals in life is to get to a point where I could take everyone in my immediate family and give them enough to go start their own business. Because I really believe that like everyone has a dream that lives on the inside of them. And I used to imagine this when I was younger. I was like, man, if I ever won the lottery, now I don't actually play the lottery, so I don't know why I would imagine this. But it's like, if something ever cool happened, I just like won the lottery, what I would do, obviously I go pay cash for a house. So I'd never have a mortgage payment for the rest of my life. I'd buy, cash for a couple decent cars that I know would last me 10 or 15 years. And I would give everyone in my family like 20 grand to just go start their own business. so that they could go do like live their, now I realize 20 grand isn't necessarily a ton of money to start a business unless you're a Beachbody coach, because then you only need like 150 bucks, right? Apparently I just needed to sign them up as Beachbody coaches. But I was like, if I could just give every single one of them 20 grand. I have an older brother. My oldest brother is an artist. He's incredible, man. He can draw the most amazing things. But the problem is he's made some rough choices in his life. And so he's never had a very good job. He's never made very much money. And so he ends up working these really crappy jobs that makes him really hard to pursue his passion. I'd love to just be like, here's the deal, bro. Quit your job. Here's 20 grand. I'm going to help you go start your own business. Let's do it. My other brother is a pastor. I'd love to be like, here's the deal, bro. Here's 20 grand to just live off of for the next, 3 to 6 months. That way, any money that comes into the church, you can use to just build the church, just do all the stuff that you've ever wanted to do with the church and just make it awesome. And let's just make this thing happen. My sister, I don't really know what she wants to do, but hey, with 20 grand, we can figure out what you want to do. We'll find a way to get you where you want to go. Success is your moral obligation. There are too many people in this world who don't have their own dream, who don't have their own vision, who don't have their own drive. And it is up to us to be the person that inspires that for others, that creates that for others, that helps bring that to others. And that is why it's so valuable to protect our momentum. You're not the only one depending on your momentum. Millions of people in January are going to decide. They're going to try it. We're going to do it. We're going to go all in. We're going to get healthy. We're going to lose weight. Or maybe for some people, they're finally going to build a business. Are you going to be pushing forward enough? Are you going to be drawing enough attention to yourself that these people reach out to you and get the help that they need? Or are they going to be eating pizza on Monday nights at Planet Fitness? I don't know. You tell me. Some of you are scared to talk about certain things on social media. You're scared to open up about certain things on social media. Once again, success isn't about you. It's not about you. I opened up about some things from the beginning of my marriage on Periscope a couple of weeks ago. Wasn't fun at all. Me and my wife had a really rough marriage for like the first 8 years. We've been married 12 and a half years now. The last 4.5 years have been awesome. First 8 years, not so awesome. Most of it was because of me. So, sorry, I just caught the chat box. I had a little laugh there. The beginning of my marriage, I was a jerk. I got to the point where I decided I'm super outgoing. My wife isn't outgoing. I decided this is not fun. I don't like this. I want to be out, hanging out, goofing off. And to be honest, I was just a dick for like the first 4 years of our marriage. And it wasn't until the day that I decided, you know what? You reap what you sow. So if I've sowed all this crap into our marriage and all this strife, guess what I'm going to reap? Bunch of crap, right? That's why I'm so miserable. That's why our marriage sucks. It's not her fault. Everyone likes to play the blame game, right? Try to blame her for many years. Well, she's just not like me. She's not outgoing. She's not fun. She's not, It's me. Look in the mirror, Josh. Look in the freaking mirror. And one day I decided to look in the mirror and I said, you know what? I'm going to change me and I'm going to sow into her the things that I want to reap in return. And when I made that decision, our marriage turned around and became so amazing. She is the only reason I'm here today because she's been my rock through so many hard times. When I tried to puss out of signing up for the John Maxwell team, she talked me into doing it because we knew it was the right thing. Without her, I have no idea where I would be today. Success isn't just about you. If it was only about you, if it was only about me, my marriage probably would have sucked forever. We probably would have split up. We probably would have got divorced. But I decided to take ownership myself and create the successful marriage that I wanted to have. It was the same with my business. I had to look in the mirror and say, here's the deal, dude. You've been doing this for an entire year. You signed 2 clients. Would have been really easy to blame all of the people at my events that didn't want to sign up. But you know what I did? I kept pointing in the mirror and saying, you need to grow. You need to change. You need to become better. You need to read more. You need to reach out more. You need to focus more. You. So I want to challenge all of you to look in the mirror and say, are you being the person that you dreamed of? Are you fighting for the things that you believe in? Are you creating a better world for just you or for everyone? Because I promise you this, you will never, ever, ever lack momentum if every single day you wake up and decide to make the world a better place. Because everywhere you go, you'll be helping people. Everywhere you go, you'll be talking to people. Everywhere you go, you'll be reaching out to people. Your momentum will never, ever die if you are committed to selling out to the greatest level of success you can possibly have. And in doing so, and that's the beauty of this business, guys, that's why I can talk to you guys this way, because I know that your business is built on the success that you help others create. So if you want to protect your momentum, find a way to create momentum for as many people on your team as you possibly can. Step up your leadership. Decide that you're going to be the best leader you've ever seen. Holy crap, 86 things in the chat. What the heck? Is anybody freaking listening to me? What's going on? I'm just playing. Decide today you're going to be the best leader you've ever been. You're going to be the best mentor you've ever been. You're going to help more people than you've ever helped. You're going to change more lives than you've ever changed. You're going to push for bigger things than you've ever seen before. I want you to end this year stronger than you ever started. I want you to end this year with more passion than you've ever had before, with more energy than you've ever had before, with more strength than you've ever had before. I'm telling you right now, December is not the easiest month in the year. Who cares? Who cares if it's not easy? Is life supposed to be easy? How many of you it was easy to get healthy? Raise your hand if it was easy. Raise your hand if it was easy to get started as a coach. Raise your hand if it was easy to become a leader. The only thing easy ever got me was a piece of crap job that I hated. Not enough money to pay the bills. Not enough money to send my kids to birthday parties because we didn't have money to buy them a present. Not enough money to go on vacation in 12 and a half years of marriage. Not enough money is what easy got me. What has easy got you? So as we go through December and you see that it's challenging and that it's tough, remind yourself, this is what it's all about. If it was easy, I don't know why I'd want to do it. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. What in the world, if it's easy, why the heck are you even thinking about doing it, right? I can watch Netflix anytime I want. If it's easy, it's not taking you anywhere good. And remember that. And I want to just pound that into you because I know that December is tough. And especially if you just hit something big, the last thing you want to do is struggle for a month, right? The last thing you want to do is have to work your butt off for one more month when you just worked your butt off last month. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. I'm telling you, freaking being able to fly to California in January, share the stage with Carl Deichler, see my girl Brittany. I'm telling you, it's freaking worth it. However hard it is, keep the dream in sight. Keep believing, keep dreaming, because there's people in this world that need you. And they may not make it if you're not around to help them. They may go the rest of their lives living a defeated life if you don't stand up and inspire them. They may never get healthy. They may never build a life by design. I'd like to think that maybe somehow destiny or fate would bring something else along their way, but I can't promise that. And I'm not about to let someone's life look like crap because I settled for less than my best. So I want to thank every one of you so much for being on this call tonight. I wish I could talk to you guys all night because I love all of you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. I care so much about all of you. I hope you guys know that every single one of you are just freaking amazing. I'm so proud of every single one of you for fighting, for continuing to work for your dreams and to help others to fight for their dreams. You guys are absolutely amazing. For those of you that are on here as guests, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you so much taking time out of your Thursday night, away from Thursday night football, unless you're Jenny who's still watching Thursday night football. It's all good though. I don't care. Thank you guys so much for being our guests tonight and hanging out with us. I really, really hope that I've inspired you to end the year strong. If you end the year strong, I'm telling you, my dad always told me growing up, the way you end one season is the way you enter the next season. End December strong, and I promise January is going to freaking rock, okay? But don't wait till January to freaking rock. Don't wait. Make today rock. If you haven't got your power hour in yet, man, get off the phone and go do 3 power hours, all right? Make it happen, guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. For anyone that isn't one of my clients, if you haven't already been through one of my training groups, I do run 2 different training groups. You can go to joshuacoates.com to check those out. They kick off January 4th, my next groups. There's 4 weeks to clarity and focus, which will help you to find your daily motivation, help you to get clarity and focus about your daily game plan and moving in the right direction. The other training group is called The Art of Leading. It's to help you model, motivate, mentor, and multiply. If you're interested in any of those, go to joshuacoates.com. You can check them out. If you are on this call and you are not friends with me on Facebook, please, please, please come friend request me as soon as this call is over, okay? Actually, let's do this. If you are a guest on this call tonight, here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a video, talk about what you learned tonight, talk about how you're going to use it to end the year strong, okay? I want you to send it to your upline coach. Upline coaches that work with me, shoot me a list of the people that make the videos. I'm going to pick 5 people to go through my class in January for free, okay? So if you're on this call and you're not one of my one-on-one clients, make a video. Talk about what tonight, how it helped you, and what you're going to do about it, okay? Don't just tell me what you learned. Tell me what you're going to do about it. I always tell my clients, if there ain't no homework, we just had a good talk, right? So tell me what you're going to do about it. I'm going to pick 5 people in January to go. You'll get to choose whichever group you want for free, okay? So thank you guys so much for being on. This was recorded. I will send a link to all of the clients that are on here, and they can pass the link on to you guys if you want to listen to it or share it with your team. Everybody have an awesome night. I'll talk to most of you very soon, okay? Night, guys.